You've probably got a healthy snack on your counter right now. Granola bars, veggie chips, smoothie bowls. But here's the twist. Some of them pack more sugar than a Snickers, sometimes 4 to 5 times more. One on this list has 123 grams in a single serving. Today we're breaking down 7 healthy snacks that are worse than candy, with real labels and side-by-side comparisons. And at the end, 5 treats that actually live up to the hype. Before we start the countdown, here's your candy benchmark. A standard Snickers bar contains 250 calories and 27 grams of sugar. A pack of Reese's peanut butter cups has 210 calories and 22 grams of sugar. A bag of M&Ms has 240 calories and 30 grams of sugar. Keep those numbers in your head because you're going to need them. 7. Flavored yogurt. Starting at number 7, flavored yogurt has been one of the most successful health frauds in grocery store history. Take Yoplait Original Strawberry. One 6-ounce cup contains 18 grams of sugar. The second ingredient on the label, right after milk, is sugar. Not fruit, not protein. Sugar. And older formulations contain 26 grams per cup, which is nearly identical to a full-size Snickers bar. But here's the real trick. Look at the front of the container. It says 99% fat-free in big bold letters. It says good source of calcium and vitamin D. It says made with real fruit. All technically true, all wildly misleading, because when manufacturers remove fat from yogurt, they have to replace it with something to make it taste good. That something is sugar. Roughly 1 gram of sugar for every 1 to 2 grams of fat removed. So the low-fat label is actually a warning sign, not a selling point. A 2018 study published in BMJ Open surveyed over 900 yogurt products on supermarket shelves and found that the median sugar content exceeded 10 grams per 100 grams for every yogurt category except plain and Greek. Organic yogurts were among the worst offenders, with a median of 13.1 grams per 100 grams. A separate 2019 cross-national study found that fewer than 4% of flavored yogurt products would receive a low sugar rating under UK labeling standards. Fewer than 4%. Jessica Bennett, a registered dietitian at Vanderbilt University Medical Center, put it plainly. Many yogurts are high in sugar, sometimes disguised as health food, but nutritionally equivalent to dessert. And starting in 2028, under the FDA's updated healthy labeling rule finalized in December 2024, highly sweetened yogurts will no longer be allowed to use the word healthy on their packaging. The FDA essentially admitted these products have been misleading consumers for decades. A Yoplait Original has roughly the same sugar as a Kit Kat bar, but nobody would hand their kid a Kit Kat for breakfast and call it nutritious. And the problem isn't limited to Yoplait. Dannon Fruit on the bottom strawberry contains 21 grams of sugar per container. Chobani Flip S'mores hits 19 grams. Even the brands that position themselves as premium alternatives are loaded with sweeteners the moment you move beyond plain. If flavored yogurt surprised you, this next one is going to make you look at your pantry very differently. 6. Veggie chips and straws. At number 6, if you've ever grabbed a bag of Sensible Portions, garden veggie straws because you thought you were making a smarter choice than potato chips, you need to hear this. 1 ounce of veggie straws, about 38 straws, contains 130 calories, 7 grams of fat, 220 milligrams of sodium, 0 grams of fiber, less than 1 gram of protein, 0% vitamin A, and just 2% vitamin C. Now compare that to regular Lay's classic potato chips. Same serving size. Lay's has 160 calories, sure, but also 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of protein, and 10% of your daily vitamin C. The veggie straws are actually higher in sodium and lower in fiber, protein, and vitamins than the regular chips they claim to replace. The reason is simple. Flip the bag over and read the first 3 ingredients. Potato starch, potato flour, cornstarch. That's what you're eating. The tomato paste and spinach powder listed further down the label are cosmetic additions. They give the straws their color. They contribute virtually nothing nutritionally. It's the equivalent of putting ketchup on a hot dog and calling it a vegetable. This isn't just consumer frustration talking. In 2017, AE Class action lawsuit was filed against Hain Celestial Group, the makers of veggie straws, alleging the product misrepresented its vegetable content. Plaintiffs argued consumers paid a premium price believing they were getting a vegetable-based product when the actual ingredients are factory-derived byproducts, not whole vegetables. The USDA went even further and ruled that veggie straws do not count as a vegetable serving in the Child and Adult Care Food Program. Schools cannot serve these as a vegetable. Let that comparison sit with you. The federal government says these aren't vegetables, but the front of the bag disagrees. The front of the bag shows fresh tomatoes, potatoes, and spinach. The back of the bag tells a completely different story, but this next one is the snack that shocked me the most when I looked at the numbers. 5. Trail mix with yogurt-covered raisins. Sitting at number 5, yogurt-covered raisins sound like two healthy things combined into one. Yogurt, raisins, how bad could it be? A 40-gram serving, which is barely a handful, contains 180 calories and 25 grams of sugar. That's just 2 grams less than a Snickers bar. And here's the part that makes this genuinely deceptive. The first ingredient in that yogurt coating is sugar. The second ingredient is hydrogenated palm kernel oil. As certified nutritionist Lynell Ross explained, the yogurt they refer to isn't really yogurt at all. It's a coating made from partially hydrogenated oil, a source of trans fat. These are candy-coated raisins with a health halo, sold at a premium in the healthy snacks aisle. The broader trail mix problem goes beyond yogurt raisins. The labeled serving size for most trail mixes is a quarter cup, about 35 grams. That's not a snack. That's barely a mouthful. As Ross warns, if you snack on trail mix by the handful from the bag, you can eat up to 800 calories in no time. That's almost half a day's worth. And the dried cranberries that come in most mixes, those are typically coated in additional sugar. The dried apricots and mangoes, often preserved with sulfur dioxide, which can trigger allergic reactions and asthma symptoms in sensitive individuals. A small bag of yogurt-covered raisins has the same sugar as a Snickers, 0 protein, and costs more. At least the Snickers is honest about what it is, and trail mix as a whole has become one of those foods where the name does all the heavy lifting. The word trail makes you think of hiking and the outdoors. What you're actually eating is a bowl of candy and sugar-coated nuts that would be right at home in the checkout lane of a gas station. But the next entry on this list has been fooling health-conscious consumers for even longer. 4. Breakfast and cereal bars. At number 4, breakfast bars are one of the most brazen examples of sugar being repackaged as nutrition. Take Kellogg's Nutri-Grain soft-baked strawberry bar. One 37-gram bar contains 130 calories and 12 grams of sugar, with 11 to 12 of those grams being added sugar. But that number alone doesn't tell the full story. The ingredient list reveals 5 distinct types of sugar in a single bar: fructose, sugar, dextrose, and invert sugar in the crust. Then corn syrup, invert sugar, and sugar again in the filling. 5 types of sugar split across the ingredient list so that no single sugar shows up as the first ingredient. The real fruit filling, it's strawberry puree concentrate. The fiber and nutrients from actual strawberries have been destroyed in processing. The whole grain crust is made with a combination of enriched refined flour and whole wheat flour. A nutritionist review from The Balanced Nutritionist pointed out that 11 grams of added sugar per serving is almost half of what's recommended daily for women. And here's the comparison that puts it in perspective. 12 grams of sugar matches a fun-sized Milky Way, but the Milky Way actually has slightly more protein and fat, which makes it marginally more satisfying. The runner-up in this category is Belvita Cinnamon Brown Sugar Breakfast Biscuits. A single packet of 4 biscuits delivers 230 calories, 10 to 11 grams of added sugar, and only 3 grams of protein. The packaging claims nutritious sustained energy all morning long. With only 3 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber, there is no evidence this sustains energy any better than a handful of jelly beans. Your blood sugar spikes, crashes, and you're hungry again within an hour. That's not sustained energy. That's a sugar rush with better branding. If you thought breakfast bars were bad, wait until you see what's hiding in the next one. 3. Granola bars. Claiming the number 3 spot, granola bars might be the original health food fraud, and the worst offender is the Clif Bar. A single Clif Bar chocolate chip contains 250 calories and 22 grams of sugar, with 17 grams of that being added. The first ingredient is organic brown rice syrup, which is a form of sugar that sounds natural, but metabolizes identically to any other sugar. The packaging is covered in reassuring language. Made with organic oats, 10 grams of protein, 23 vitamins and minerals, plant-based energy. None of that changes the fact that the first ingredient is sugar. ABC News ran a comparison between a Clif Bar white chocolate macadamia, which has 260 calories and 21 grams of sugar, and a pack of Reese's peanut butter cups plus an egg white. The Clif Bar had more calories and more fat than the candy, plus a whole egg white combined. Registered dietitian Maya Feller, who was featured in the segment, said it bluntly. The issue with these bars is that they're full of sugar, fat, and salt. A 2016 New York Times survey found that more than 70% of Americans describe granola bars as healthy. Fewer than 1/3 of nutritional experts agreed. And in 2015, the FDA sent Kind Bars a warning letter ordering them to stop using the word healthy on their packaging, because the term is reserved for foods meeting specific nutritional criteria that Kind Bars didn't meet. Even Larabars, which market themselves on simplicity, aren't safe from this comparison. A Larabar chocolate chip brownie has 200 calories and 23 grams of sugar. ABC News compared it directly to a Kit Kat, which has 210 calories and 21 grams of sugar, and registered dietitian Maya Feller called them quite similar. The Larabar actually has more sugar than the Kit Kat. A Clif Bar has the same calories as a Snickers and nearly as much sugar. The first ingredient in both is some form of sugar. The only difference? One is sold in the candy aisle, the other charges a premium in the health food section. 2. Fruit snacks and gummies. Coming in at number 2, fruit snacks are candy, full stop, and the data proves it. Take Welch's Fruit Snacks Mixed Fruit. One 25-gram pouch is 43% pure sugar by weight. It contains 80 calories, 11 grams of sugar, 0 grams of protein, and 0 grams of fiber. The ingredient list includes corn syrup, sugar, modified corn starch, and artificial colors Red 40 and Blue 1. These are the same ingredients found in actual gummy candy. Despite this, the front of the package says made with real fruit. Fruit is our first ingredient, 100% vitamin C and no preservatives. But here's where it gets truly absurd. Annie's homegrown organic bunny fruit snacks are actually worse. They're 48% sugar by weight, which is higher than Haribo gummy bears at 46%. The first 3 ingredients are organic tapioca syrup, organic cane sugar, and organic tapioca syrup solids. That's 3 forms of sugar before any fruit appears. And they cost roughly $1 an ounce, nearly 5 times more expensive than Haribo gummy bears at 21 cents an ounce. The word organic creates a powerful health halo, but it doesn't change the sugar content by a single gram. In 2015, a class action lawsuit was filed against Welch Foods for deceptive practices in misrepresenting the nutritional and health qualities of their fruit snacks. The lawsuit cited the FDA's Jelly Bean Rule, a regulation from 1994 that says the FDA does not consider it appropriate to fortify sugars or snack foods with vitamins to make health claims. The plaintiffs argued that if Welch's hadn't illegally fortified their fruit snacks with vitamins A, C, and E, they couldn't have claimed these sugary snacks were nutritious. And fruit snacks weren't even invented as a health food. They were originally created in the 1970s as high-energy candy for backpackers. More than half the weight of a fruit snack is simple sugar. Nutritionally, Welch's fruit snacks are nearly identical to Haribo gummy bears, except the gummy bears are honest about being candy and cost a fraction of the price, and the deception runs across the entire category. In 2011, the Center for Science in the Public Interest sued General Mills over fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foot, and fruit gushers, arguing they had approximately the same nutritional profile as gummy bear candies. CSPI's litigation director, Steve Gardner, called it an elaborate hoax on parents. The settlement required General Mills to remove strawberry images from strawberry fruit roll-ups packaging because no actual strawberries were used in the product. But nothing on this list comes close to what's taking the #1 spot. 1. Smoothie bowls and acai products. Taking the #1 spot as the single worst healthy snack you can consume, smoothie bowls and acai products aren't just worse than candy. They're worse than eating several candy bars at once. Start with this number. A large Jamba Juice white gummy smoothie contains 565 calories and 123 grams of sugar. That is not a typo. 123 grams. That's the equivalent of pouring 4.5 Snickers bars into a blender and drinking them through a straw. It contains only 4 grams of protein and 1 gram of fiber. It delivers nearly 2.5 times the total daily recommended sugar intake in a single cup. And the acai bowls aren't much better. Jamba's Acai Primo Bowl packs 480 calories and 67 grams of sugar, more than a Cinnabon Classic roll and equivalent to 2.5 Snickers bars. Smoothie King's Go-Go Goji Crunch Bowl delivers 550 calories with 53 grams of added sugar alone, exceeding the entire daily recommended limit in a single serving. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day for women and 36 grams for men. One bowl blows past both numbers before lunch. Registered dietitian Ilana Molstein from UCLA put it clearly. Acai bowls can have 50 grams of sugar, or double what the American Heart Association recommends for women for an entire day. A 2022 study published in the Nutrients Journal found the average acai bowl in American cafes contained 53 grams of sugar per serving, described by researchers as equivalent to eating a large candy bar for breakfast. And here's the cruelest irony. Nihator, berries themselves are one of the only fruits that are naturally almost sugar-free. The superfood label has been hijacked by commercial preparations that drown antioxidant-rich acai in honey, sweetened milk bases, granola, and juice concentrates. You're not eating a superfood. You're eating a dessert with superfood branding. This takes the #1 spot because the audience least expects it. Smoothie bowls are Instagram-friendly, associated with wellness culture, and positioned as the polar opposite of junk food. The data tells a completely different story. Walk into any smoothie chain in America, order the most popular bowl on the menu, and you're consuming more sugar in one sitting than you would eating a pile of candy bars. The next time someone posts a smoothie bowl on social media and tags it clean eating, remember this number: 123 grams, 4.5 Snickers bars, in one cup. After all of that, here's the good news. Genuinely good options do exist, and they're easier to find than you might think. These 5 treats were selected because they have short ingredient lists, transparent labeling, dietitian endorsements, and wide availability. You don't need a health food store to find them. 5. Outshine No Sugar Added Fruit Bars. Starting our safe list, Outshine No Sugar Added Fruit Bars and strawberry contain roughly 25 to 40 calories per bar, 4 to 6 grams of naturally occurring sugar, 0 grams of fat, and 0 grams of added sugar. They're made primarily from water, real strawberries, and natural flavors. Even eating 3 of them delivers fewer calories than a single Hershey's bar. Dietitian Joan Salge Blake from WebMD described frozen fruit bars as a great way to satisfy your sweet tooth without the guilt. The slow-eating nature of frozen treats increases satisfaction, so you actually feel like you had a treat. Available in the frozen aisle of virtually every grocery store in the country. 4. Kind Nuts and Spices. Dark Chocolate Nuts and Sea Salt Bar. At number 4, the Kind Dark Chocolate Nuts and Sea Salt Bar contains 180 calories, only 5 grams of sugar, 6 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, and 13 grams of fat, mostly from whole nuts, which are healthy unsaturated fats. That's 83% less sugar than M&Ms and 3 times the protein. This is one of the few snack bars where you can literally see the whole ingredients through the wrapper. Dietitians consistently recommend Kind Nut bars for their balance of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. 3. RX Bar Chocolate Sea Salt. Claiming number 3, RX Bar Chocolate Sea Salt contains 210 calories, 13 grams of total sugar with 0 grams added, 12 grams of protein, and 5 grams of fiber. The ingredients are dates, egg whites, almonds, cashews, cocoa, chocolate, and sea salt. That's it. Every single ingredient is printed on the front of the package in plain language. No fine print, no marketing. Jargon. What you see is what you get. The Center for Science in the Public Interest ranks RX Bar as one of the best protein bars available. Compared to a Snickers, it has fewer calories, 0 added sugar versus 27 grams, and 3 times the protein. This is what a snack bar should look like. 2. Larabar Apple Pie. At number 2, Larabar Apple Pie contains 190 calories, 18 grams of total sugar with 0 grams added, 4 grams of protein, and 4 grams of fiber. It has just 6 ingredients: dates, almonds, unsweetened apples, walnuts, raisins, and cinnamon. Arguably the simplest ingredient list of any packaged snack bar in America. The key distinction from the bad bars on this list is that all the sugar comes from whole fruit with fiber intact, not from syrups or concentrates. 1. Hu Simple Dark Chocolate Bar. Taking the top spot as the best treat you can enjoy, Hu Simple Dark Chocolate at 70% cacao contains just 7 grams of sugar per half bar, with only 3 ingredients: organic cacao, unrefined coconut sugar, and organic cocoa butter. That's it. 3 ingredients. No soy lecithin, no artificial flavors, no refined sugar, no emulsifiers. That's 72% less sugar than a Hershey's bar while delivering heart-healthy flavonoids and antioxidants that studies have linked to improved cardiovascular health and cognitive function. Registered dietitian Colleen Wysocki advises consumers to look for cacao as the first ingredient instead of sugar, and that's exactly what Hu delivers. Available at Whole Foods, Target, and most major grocery chains nationwide. Proof that chocolate can be a genuinely clean treat and that you don't have to give up the things you love to eat better. You just have to stop trusting the front of the package and start reading the back. There you have it. 7 snack foods marketed as healthy that are objectively worse than the candy they claim to replace, plus 5 treats that actually deliver on their promises. Before your next grocery run, remember 3 things. First, flip the package over and read the ingredient list, not the front label. Second, check how many types of sugar are hiding in there. If you see more than 2, put it back. And third, if a product needs to scream healthy on the packaging, that's usually a sign it isn't. The food industry spends billions of dollars every year convincing you that sugar is healthy as long as they put the right words on the wrapper. Now you know what to look for. If this changed the way you think about what's in your kitchen, hit that like button. Drop a comment telling me which snack on this list surprised you the most, and share this with someone who still thinks their morning granola bar is a health food. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss content exposing the truth about what you're really eating. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.